Hello friends, hello vinyl community. Stefan here with a new video. I want to talk I want to introduce you some new arrivals. And in the background you hear the band Blue Effect. It's a Czechoslovakian band formed by Radim Hladik, an outstanding good guitarist from Czechoslovakia. I love him, I love this band and this music, and this should be the background for the next record I want to introduce. And I want to start with the Poppy Family featuring Susan Jacks and their record Which Way You Going Billy. This is the original pressing, the original UK pressing on Decca. I bought it some weeks ago and had it for a long time on my want list, and now I got it in my collection and very happy to have this record. What to say about the band? The band is a band from Canada, the Poppy Family, and everybody knows Terry Jacks and his wife Susan Jacks, and I think this is one of their first records, came out in 1970 in Canada, and the band is from Vancouver and exists from the late 60s till the early 70s. The Poppy Family featuring Susan Jacks. Okay, next one is a record I found on a flea market. It's Roy Buchanan. One of his first album came out in 1972. Roy Buchanan, the American blues singer and guitarist, lived from 1939 and died in 1988 in Fairfax, Virginia, when he hanged himself from his own shirt in a jail cell. After a fight with his wife, he was arrested, and the next day they found him dead in his cell. But he left a lot of interesting records, made interesting music, and in 1969 he was handled as the successor of Brian Jones by the Rolling Stones after he died. But everybody knows he wasn't it. They decided for someone else. And Roy Buchanan, blues music from America. The next two records are from a band from a hard rock, blues rock band named Cactus. They are formed in 1917 by Tim Bogart and Carmen Epice. After they couldn't go into the studio with Jeff Beck because he had an accident with his car, and so they decided to form their own band and make some records, and they formed Cactus, and this one is the first record. I think it's the original on Esco. Came out in 1970, and the next one is One Way or Another. I think I have shown this record with a different cover. This one is the original, came out in US in this nice gatefold cover, and yeah, this is Cactus. The both members who formed Cactus came from Vanilla Fudge, and later they moved back to Vanilla Fudge. And I think some years ago I have seen them in a concert with Vanilla Fudge in Hanover, and yeah, that's it, Cactus. Okay. The next one. This one is a record I bought in Düsseldorf, as we have been at the Pink Floyd exhibition, and this is the record Live Mask by Roy Harper. I think this is not a live mask, this is a dead mask, and this is the real live mask. And this is the original on Harvest, and it's the original from UK on the Harvest label. Happy to find it. This is one of the last records by Roy Harper. I hadn't in my collection. Now I got it and very happy with it. Yeah, Roy Harper. Okay, I have some more. The next one should be Savoy Brown. The record Boogie Brothers. I'm happy to find this record because Miller Anderson plays on this record, and I'm a big fan of Miller Anderson, the guy who played with the Keith Hartley band and brought out a lot of solo stuff and is still on stage. Saw him 3 or 4 times in the last years, and I think it's a great guitarist, a great guitar player, and he also played guitar on this album together with Stan Webb and the other guys by Savoy Brown, and he also wrote some songs for this record, and this is a great blues rock record. If you don't know, check it out, you will love it. Yeah, Savoy Brown, Boogie Brothers. Okay, I've got some more. The next one is the second record by Lothar and Sahand People, named Space Hymn. And yeah, this is a mixture of psych rock, folk rock, and strange stuff. It's not as good as the first one. I haven't the first one. I'm still searching for this one in a good condition. But find this one on a flea market, and think it's also good stuff, but not as bad, not as good as the first one. And this is the original on Capitol label, and came out in 1969. Yeah, the band was formed in Denver, and I think they made 2 or 3 records. And yeah, this is the second one I told. And yeah, they shared the stage with famous bands like the Byrds, Grateful Dead, Kenneth Heat, Loving Spoonful, Jimi Hendrix, and so on. But the success didn't come, and so they split in 1970. And yeah, everything that came from them have been these 2 or 3 albums, and this is the second one, Lothar and Sand People with Space Hymn. Okay, let's come to the last section. The last section should be the swirl section. I found 3 new swirl records for my swirl collection. All 3 are German pressings, not UK, but the UK pressing, the UK swirl pressings are so expensive. So I decided to have the German ones and want to start with this one. Gravy Train from Lancashire in UK. This is their first album. They brought out 4, 2 on swirl and 2 more on I don't know, Dunhill, or I'm not sure on which label, but the first 2 came out on the swirl label, and this is the first one, named like the band, Gravy Train. It's not so easy to translate. I don't want to do it. I got it in my head what a name means, but it's too heavy to explain to you in English language. So I think everybody will find out what a band name means, and this is the first record in this nice gatefold cover with this cool picture inside, and this should be the first swirl record I want to introduce. Okay, this is melodic rock. Yeah, Gravy Train. The next one is total different music. This is Lighthouse and One Fine. Their first, no, I think it's the third record. Yeah, One Fine Morning, the third record, which came out on the Swirl label, and I got it on the Swirl label. As I told, it's also the German Swirl pressing. Yeah, Lighthouse is a Canadian band. Their idea was to build up a band in 3 sections: 1 rock section, 1 brass section, and 1 string section. And so they did. And the first band has 13 members. A big band, yeah. And this is interesting stuff. As I told, with the 3 sections, rock, brass, and string, and as this the sound of the music sounds. Here we got the band inside on this nice gatefold cover, and this is the second swirl pressing I want to show. So let's come to the last one. The last one is Dr. Strangely Strange with their record Heavy Petting. This is an Irish band formed in Dublin in the late 60s, and I think it's their one and only record they brought out. And yeah, this is folk with a little psych, and I think that the last title on the first side has a very, very good guitar solo, but I don't know the name. Yeah, you can keep it in mind that the first title on the last title on the first side. Yeah, this is the original cover. You can fold out. I don't want to do it because it's very weak. And I got also the Swirl inner sleeve, and here you can see the Swirl label. And yeah, this is their they brought out 2 albums. I wrote it down here. It's not the only one. It's the second one. It came out in 1970. It's also the German Swirl pressing. And yeah, as I said, it is a mixture of rock, folk, country, and a little psych. And the band is Dr. Strangely Strange, and the name of the record is Heavy Petting. Yeah, this should be all for today. So thank you very much for watching, for hearing, and see you again. Bye bye. This was Steffen from Germany. Bye bye.